Hi everyone, welcome to Triple Department Lecture Videos YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about transformer production. So already we have studied in lower semesters. Transformer is a static device, does not have any rotating parts. That's what transformer efficiency is more compared to the other devices like alternator, motor, and induction motors. So transformer efficiency is more compared to other rotating machines. So here the even transformer also should be protected due to internal faults and external faults. So why these faults will occur? How these faults will occur? So we will see in this video. So the fault encountered in transformer can be placed into two main groups. So there are two types of faults will occur in the transformer. One is external faults and second one is internal faults. So in external faults, means transformer is installed outside of the room. So transformer, majority of the transformers are installed outdoor. So due to external situations like thunders, like trees, these transformers may be damaged. To protect these transformers, right? So you will see here, in case of external fault, the transformer must be disconnected if other protective devices meant to operate for such faults. So any thunders comes, so immediately we should disconnect the transformer, otherwise transformer will get damaged. So here fail to operate within the predetermined time. So suppose the transformer is not disconnected some predetermined time, specified time, the entire transformer will get damaged. Again we need to replace with the transformer. So in case of external faults. So and also, so we have to protect the transformer. Suppose after disconnecting the transformer, we should have one more transformer for backup. For external faults, time graded overcurrent relays are employed as backup protection. So if we have backup relays, so we can protect the transformers. Suppose internal relays are not operated, not protected, then we should have backup neighborhood relays. So we can call it as a neighborhood relays. So those relays should operate and protect the transformer. So also in case of sustained overload condition, the transformer should not be allowed to operate for long duration. Suppose if the transformer is a 132 kV, 132 kilovolts, if it is low, the kVA. So if it is more than 132 kilovolt ampere, 132 kVA, then the transformer should not operate. So we have to use the protective devices and we have to protect the transformer, otherwise the windings will get damaged due to overload. Okay. So next we will see the internal fault. So internal faults are again classified into two groups. So here those two groups are, one is short circuit in the transformer winding and connections. So transformer will have two windings, primary winding and secondary winding. So short circuit occurs between these two windings, faults will occur. So we will see in detail. And incipient faults, initially some minor faults will be occurs. So those faults also we have to use protection, we have to protect the transformer. So insufficient fault means internal fault. So that is like a heating, cooling and core and insulation, those faults comes under incipient faults. Okay. So now coming to the internal faults. So internal fault, primary protection of transformer is meant for internal faults. Compared to external faults, internal faults are more. Internal faults occurs in the transformer is more. Internal faults are classified into two categories. One is short circuit. So these are electrical faults of serious nature and are likely to cause immediate damage. Suppose the short circuit between primary winding and secondary winding, those primary winding and secondary winding will get damaged. So it will gives fire, it will damage entire system. Such faults are detectable at the winding terminals by unbalances in voltage or current. So how we can detect the winding fault? So short circuit fault. So by observing the voltage and current both side of the transformer, primary side and secondary side. If it is unbalancing, so we need to immediately take a necessary action and we need to switch off the transformer. Otherwise, transformer will get damaged. So coming to the incipient faults, initially such faults are minor nature but slowly might develop into major faults. Such faults are not detectable at winding terminals by unbalancing in voltage or current. So these faults we cannot directly check. So such faults includes pure electrical connections. Electrical connections are not proper. So if we have loose contacts, loose connections. So this type of faults occur. Next one, core faults and failure of the coolant. So coolant is failure. So if it is not cool, so it will get heat, and due to the heat, the winding terminals will short circuit, and it will give major fault. Regulator faults and bad load sharing between transformers. So transformer will have three windings, three phases. So one phase have more load compared to other two phases, means again load sharing is imbalancing. So due to one phase have more load, so which draws more current, then so that winding will get heat. Due to getting heat of one winding, other windings also will get heat and will damage. So we have to check, we have to see that all phases are equally load sharing. So equally load sharing, then only so windings will not get heat and windings will not get damage. So to avoid that one, so we have to monitor the voltage and current at every time. So voltage imbalance we have to check, first one, and we have to give proper cooling, proper sharing, load sharing. So then so we can avoid the internal fault from the internal fault in the transformer. So okay, so in this video we have discussed about transformer protection. So in that we have discussed about external fault. So external faults occurs due to environmental conditions. So we should have backup relays to protect the transformer from external faults. So backup relays are installed neighborhood and nearby transformer location. Okay. So if it is fault occurs external, so we cannot run the transformer longer time. So if it is run, so transformer will damage. And about internal faults we have discussed. These are classified into two groups: short circuit and incipient faults. Short circuit is a major fault, so entire thing will damage. So short circuit fault we can detect it by voltage or current. Incipient fault, so due to a pure electrical connection, that is called it as a loose connections. Core fault, failure of coolant, regulator faults, and one more main important is bad load sharing between transformers. So even in a single transformer also three phases load should be shared equal, otherwise the transformer will damage. So these are the faults we have discussed, and in next video we will discuss about percentage differential protection for transformer. So, this is a very important topic. So, we will discuss in next video. Okay. Thank you everyone.